Hi, I'm Pastor Darren, and welcome to Word for the Week. I want to talk to you today about fruit. In Matthew chapter 7, Jesus reminds us that the fruit of a good tree will produce good fruit. The fruit of a bad tree will produce bad fruit. And our job as Christians is to inspect the fruit. Here's the thing. We can run across all kinds of people in our lives, teaching and preaching all sorts of things, living all sorts of things, claiming to be Christian, and yet, if we look at the fruit, we realize, well, it's similar. It has good qualities in one way or another. But the reality is, if you're telling me you're an orange and I'm seeing the fruit of an apple, something is terribly wrong. We need to understand the difference. There are going to be plenty who claim to be followers of Christ, but they're showing us they're not quite the same. And those are things that we need to be aware of. Now, this also works for ourselves. We can tell the world as loud as we want that we're followers of Jesus and that we are his disciples, claiming to be one thing. But if they're watching us, if they're listening to us, and they see something else, now we are the ones who are trying to deceive others, maybe even trying to deceive ourselves. You see, when it comes to living for Christ, we need to be genuine. We want our actions. We want our words. We want even our thoughts, our motivations to be fully in line with what Christ wants, with what Christ proclaims and ordains for us, and not something the world wants to lift up. We need to be consistent. And so this week, I want you to think very clearly. I want you to take some time and prayerfully consider, are my actions and my words and my deeds, are my motivations, do they line up with Christ? Do they line up with the world? So, what fruit are you producing? And what sort of fruit is our church producing? And what sort of fruit are those around us producing? Are we following the Lord fully and completely? Or are we doing something else? I'm Pastor Darren. That's your word for the week. God bless and have a wonderful day.